Welp, that was a good one. We've got 2 mana 3/1 first strike, which goes into any deck, pretty much. Got a good card for the red deck in the Raging Crunch. Elvish Visionary and Strictly Worse Elvish Visionary right next to each other. Daybreak Chimera. I don't know. Part of me wants to take this just in that it's flexible. I'm not sure what the best card is. Because, yeah, normally the cards I like most are 2-for-1s, and we don't really have too many of those here. These sort of count, but barely. And this is also barely a 2-for-1, and this technically could be. I think I'll take this thing. I think it's a pretty good attacker. Pinging effects are really good in this format, which makes me a little shy about this. I don't think Prophetic Prism is really what you want to be doing in this. I think it's not easy to go. Yeah, I'm glad you like the Legionnaire too. Oh, well, really easy follow-up to a colorless start. It's a colorless second pick. The Desert, I've yet to play with this card. The fact that it's end of combat is pretty annoying. Like, if you're playing it against a Legionnaire, it means you have to take 3 and then you get to use it. Yeah, I think this thing I thought was great when I first played with it. And my deck was pretty aggressive, but then I realized, like, it just incentivizes these really strange plays where, like, a lot of the time, you know, you have a flyer and your opponent doesn't or something, but they have more creatures, so you're, like, trading the Monarch every turn. Basically, I think it underperformed relative to what I expected, but I still think it's really strong. I actually really like Moldervine Cloak. I think the card's really good. I'm not sure it's the pick here. Defile is good removal. I like the Moth. Yeah. I think the Cloak is probably the strongest card. Just 3 mana for +3/+3 that you get to have come back, I think is very nice, especially when you're aggro. But green is not necessarily the best color for that kind of thing. Some people would probably take Moth here, or Defile. I think those are the next best options. I think Kingpin's Pet is probably the best card, but I mean, it's 2 colors. Snake Form is the best card in your opinion? Yeah, I don't know. I think Snake Form is probably decent. I don't actually know if I've ever played it. I know I've run it in my deck a few times. Okay, now I think we get to pick up an Aven Eternal. There are a number of good cards here, though. Cage of Hands, pretty decent removal spell. Good against bounce spells on the creature. Searing Spear is fine. Vermin's okay. I know some people like the Prophet, but I think I'm into this Eternal. Steve has been pretty unimpressive, I think. I've never seen Martyr's Soul cast, unlike Modern Horizons. Burning Prophet is excellent too, yeah. It's definitely good, and it even says non-creature, which means we have 2 cards that work with it already instead of instant or sorcery. I think I'm just going to snap up this Eternal, though. I think the card's too good. And instantly punished. This is a tough pick. So this thing is not that great. There aren't too many good things to ramp into. Pillar of Flame is pretty good. Violet Pall, also pretty good. That said, we saw, I don't know, 2 decent red cards in a row with the Pillar and the Prophet, so maybe red is open, and that's where I should look to be. 5 mana removal doesn't really go with Legionnaire and Bone Splitter and stuff either, so maybe I should just take this Pillar, try to move into an aggressive red deck. Taking an Elf, Green Signal, Bone Splitter, Moldervine Cloak. I'll take an Elf, I guess. I'm not sold that this is a good card, but picking up a Trumpeting Herd now, I feel like a genius. I'm sure you saw that coming, by the way, Nick. This card is great. Yeah, nothing good for blue, once again, other than the land. And red has some mediums, but yeah, not close Trumpeting Herd. Okay. Another decent pack. Got Perilous Mirror, card we Know and Love, and Epic Confrontation. Another fine card. Not sure exactly how good the Confrontation is. It's 2 mana removal in green, so I do like that. There's even a chance the Perilous Mirror wheels. It's basically not going to happen though. Tumble Magnet, I actually think is a pretty good card, if I can talk. But I think I'm going to take the Mirror, actually. Surprise. I think this card's good, but a couple of my creatures have pretty low toughness, so I don't think it's amazing. Oh, and yeah. Great 4-drop now, passing some good green and white cards. So maybe second color should be white. Yeah, I could see that. I don't think I've ever cast Epic Confrontation in any format, which makes me sad. But yeah, love the Pima Outrider. Sad to pass great cards here. Plover Knights is probably fine, but 5 mana, 3/3 flyers, almost below curve in this format, almost. I say that, but now there's another one. Also a Winding Way. I don't think this card's good enough. I only have 4 creatures right now because this thing doesn't count. And I do think white is the next most open color. So the question is, do I want to make it easy on myself by taking a single white card or a double white card? This thing counts toward White Devotion for whatever that's worth. I'm going to take the Chimera. I think it's the higher upside card. This thing is totally fine too. I don't think this deck ever plays Wrecking Beast, and I tried to play Sylvan Might and I was not impressed. So, wow, Wield the Moth. Also a step here. Could just take the land, but I think this deck wants a Moth, and it's a kind of a white signal, I think, to pass it. Sylvan Might's nice. I had it in a deck and it just didn't do anything, but I'll take your word for it. Is the Moth even good enough? It's probably good enough. Now we have double on color land versus medium removal spell. We have we have 1 2-power creature in the whole thing, and it has 1 toughness. We have a double white card that we just picked up. I'm going to take the land. Normally I don't make this kind of, pick, but there we go. Ooh, that's kind of fun, right? 2 mana, make 2 1/1s. Good with the Cloak and the Bone Splitter, I think, so maybe I'll just do that. Maybe this thing is great, but I'm taking the bad Raise the Alarm. I'll just take the better card here. Someone can have their profit. Yeah. Green and white, fairly open. Reprobation, if that's how you pronounce it, I think is main deckable. They're not great. Okay. Lawkeeper, Sapherd, Rootwalla, Tusker. Good Pump is hard to find in this color. Yeah, maybe I should have taken it. I don't know. Even though I like the card, I don't think it's great. I think it's best in the mono color, like super low to the ground decks. And this makes the Daybreak Chimera that much better too. Chimera. Good pack. I'm gonna pass Archer and take either O-Ring or Tactician. Both very good cards. I kind of think I should just take O-Ring. Lawkeeper's great. Yeah, it's definitely nice, right? Tactician, another card that makes the Chimera a lot cheaper. Really glad I took the land, by the way, now that I have so many white cards and still double green cards on 4. O-Ring is hard to replace. Yeah, I feel that. I mean, there's like Banishing Light and stuff, right? Stuff that isn't in Pauper Cube, hilariously, but I think I'm with you on that. It's a really good effect. Deals with any permanent type, and there are some problematic like artifacts and that kind of thing, so. Alright, we're doing it. Imperiosaur, 4 mana, 5/5. We have the Llanowar Elves and we have the Blossoming Sands. I think we can run both of those, and this thing isn't too embarrassing. 1 land that doesn't tap to pay for this. It's almost like it's green, green, white, white or something, or like 4 green, white hybrid things, and we just have one colorless land in the deck, which I think is totally fine. Much better than this stuff. So 4 mana 5/5. Good pack again. 2 mana 2/1 flyer. I don't like the Rift Watcher that much. Summoner's good. Prey Upon is fine. I think I like the flyer here. Is it crazy that I like the 2 mana 2/1 flyer this much? I need to know. Prey Upons are getting better now that I have some beef here. 4-drop slot. Summoner also pretty good with the Bone Splitter and the Cloak. Flyer, yeah. You're on the flyer too. Good to know. But ooh, now an Elephant Guide too. Just like the Moldervine Cloak, except replace the Dredge with a 3/3 that stays in play. I'm sure you've seen this card before. Apex Hawks and Inspector are quite good, I think, too, or at least solid. I think this card's a bit overrated. I still like it, but I just think the mono-white aggro decks do not really want to be paying an extra 2 mana to draw a card, necessarily. But that's a matter for another time. Okay, this card's broken, but we have a green Gravedigger and a 1 mana 2/2. Like, this pack, yikes. Wish I could just take the whole thing. So, blue has a ton of bounce. Yeah, that's true. And this is, yeah, enchanted creature dies. Guardian is insane. Yeah, it's really tough because I love the Hag. I think this card's super, super good. Maybe we wheel the Nicatl. Bone Splitter on Guardian wins. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Unfortunately, can't put the other crap on it, but pretty good. Another tough choice here. So I could take green-white land, which makes the Imperiosaur worse and the mana better otherwise. Or I could take 5 mana 4/5 reach. I don't think Raise the Alarm is too exciting. I really like this card. I think this card's very good. Definitely happy I picked up the Mana Dork. Just wish I could get like one more, I think. I think I'm going to take the Asp. Ooh, Bola now? Kind of rough to just pass a Raise the Alarm and then pick up a Bola, but still good in this kind of deck, I think. Good with something like Fabricate. Good with a card like this. So yeah, let's just pick it up. Squad Captain, one of those cards that I think was really underrated during M20, but this is not M20. This is a much stronger format. Ooh, and now a Yavimaya Sapherd, which will go nicely in this deck. Does Nick like dogs? Is that code for I'm about to pick up the dog and hold him over your head?
It is.
Okay. Well, whether or not Nick likes dogs, it's so cheap and efficient. Yeah, Giant Growth is definitely very efficient. I just feel like a lot of the time your opponents have mana up or they just don't block. Get to pick up a 1 mana 2/1, which is like not unplayable, but probably not what this deck is trying to do. I feel like green-white normally is not known for being very good, but this deck actually seems really strong to me. I'll start it in the main. They're okay. Yeah. Same. Okay. I think I'm taking a Prey Upon. I'll take this thing. I don't know if I want to main deck it or not. Same with this. It's probably okay. 1 mana 2/2 though. I will play that card. And a land. Last pick. Alright, well, it looks like this Imperiosaur is about to suck, but that's fine. Now we're looking at Course Skyfisher, I think. Good with a card like Sapherd. Okay with a bunch of 1-drops and 1 mana equipments. That's a fine animal, yeah. Do you have a good phone call?
Yeah.
Okay. Good with the Horde Chief if that wheels. Found the right colors? Yeah, for sure. or at least found the least popular colors, depending on which way you want to look at it. I've played a lot of Grixis control, or against a lot of Grixis control in this format. I really like the Trow, but let's take the Skyfisher. Okay, Freighter. Now I want pump spells. Now that I have this card in my deck. Got 2 mana ramp cards. In my experience, you don't want to play the 2 mana ramp cards. You want to play a 2-drop on turn 2. You want to ramp on turn 1. Unless you already, yeah. But yeah, Freighter. Yep. Freighter is a big non-bow with the enchantments, but that's okay. Ooh, 3 mana, 3/3, gain 3 life. And a groundswell, though. I think we'll take a +4/+4. Seems good to me. We can just wheel this thing anyway, right? Gingerbread is okay. I've been somewhat impressed with Cavalry. It's good when you can reliably turn on Revolt. Band Together's whatever. This thing probably makes the deck, though. I like the Syndic. Scatter the Seeds seems pretty good in this kind of deck. Where's the Sigil Blessing that I passed, right? Just good to have access. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have good creatures in the sideboard. You probably just want me to take the Inspired Charge here. I've got, what, 3 creatures that make, or 3 cards that make 2 creatures? 4? 5? Should probably take this. Syndic is super good, though. I'll take the Charge. Charge might be good, too. Yeah, let's find out, right? Glint Sleeve Artisan, love the card. There's also Settle, very good removal. I am a little bit short on removal. There's a greater chance Glint Sleeve wheels than Settle. Someone's more likely to want to splash a card like this than Glint Sleeve. So scared of the red decks? Yeah, for sure. The red decks are terrifying. I do think my deck probably has a good matchup against them. Especially if we wheel the 3 mana 3/3 gain 3. This is close, though, I think. Settle. Settle is broken. Yeah, I don't think it's broken in this deck. It usually like makes a 1/1. But I still think it's really good. Ooh. You said blue has a lot of bounce, but I'm ready to risk it for the biscuit or something. Bowmasters is fine, and I like Martyr, but 2 mana 3/3, that's a Watch Wolf right there at common, so we're gonna take it. Should we target this with the other half of Settle? Probably not. Okay, we didn't pick up any other ramp cards, but we did pick up this card, which was excellent last time. It's gonna be great once again. Arrest, Cathar, Dignitary. Yeah, I think I just need this card. Yeah. And another land. I think this land is not very good. The third land probably makes the Imperiosaur a good deal worse. Ooh. This is removal. Okay, I accept. Sorry, Hooting Mandrills, not today. Horde Chief is fine. Savage Punch. It's like okay. And this is one of the few answers to Guardian of the Guild Pack too, so we're taking that out of circulation for whatever value that has. I don't think we turn this into much better than a Prey Upon until later in the game. I think I'll take this thing. Not sure if I main deck it. How many? Wow, it says I have 14 non-creatures for the Seeker. I think I only have a couple instants though. Most of them are sorceries. Maybe it's still good enough. The card's pretty good when it works. We already have a lot of effects like this, so maybe. We'll see. Could take one of these. I think I'm just going to end up running 17 lands. Yeah, easy wheel. Sorry, medium cards, but take that. And now this is getting a little difficult. Scatter. I'm not sure how good Scatter is. And then Blinding Beam, I've played with the card some amount of the time. Seeker's still good. I'll take the Scatter. Wow. Nope. also. So down here should be pretty easy. Bone Splitter's always great. Bola is great, especially when you have tokens. I think Cloak is better than Guide, but I like both of them. Purge is medium. You really like Settle. Groundswell is our only combat trick other than the charge. I think it's like this, where I don't want to play the Purge, and then these things might make the deck. Now if I go up here, it's going to be a lot harder. 21 of these. Mana Dork ended up being one of the best creatures in the deck. Always going to play a 1 mana 2/2. Lawkeeper is good. Maybe not always, but most of the time, I think. Skyfisher probably depends on the number of 1-drops this deck's going to play. I don't think I need to play this Vanguard. I like the 2 mana 3/3. I like the Trumpeting Herd. Legionnaires in this like maybe pile, even though it was my pack 1 pick 1. Same with the Thopter. This thing probably makes my deck 100% of the time. Maybe try to cut around Settle. So like look for good creatures with ETBs, you're saying? That makes sense, I guess. I do think this thing makes my deck. Not sure how good the Moth is. It's an on-board trick. This thing definitely makes my deck. I like both of these. Oh man, this card with Settle? Disgusting. I'm going to try to play the 5s. Maybe the Asp doesn't belong. Freighter is never not making my deck, it seems like. So whether or not Horde Chief is better than Sap Herd has to do with how often I'm attacking on turn 3. So we can figure that out later too. Right now I think I'm just going to cut all of these so we can start adding them back. Yeah, I could see that. Start with these out as well. Though if I'm playing 2 mana 3/3, I can probably afford to play Elephant Guide. I think I can play just some 2s like this. Could think about the Flyer. Flyer's probably better than Hawks. So you're saying like just slam this Elephant Guide and just go? It doesn't seem bad. Again, I don't love how I'm clogged on 4s. But I do think this is like one of the highest power level ways to build the deck. Yeah, let's try it like this. A little bit awkward that I have 2 duels, both for the Nacatl and for the Imperiosaur, but should be okay. I'm going to keep this hand, but it kind of sucks. Where's my 1-drop into 2-drop? Okay, well we drew a 1-drop, sort of, but not really the one I was hoping for. Peasant's got to be better than Pauper. Yeah, so I feel like not only with a Peasant cube do you get like more flexibility over the cards that you put into the cube, but also I feel like it's really hard to make like clear archetypes, and there aren't always cards that you definitely want to splash for. Ugh. Okay. Yikes. Well, I guess I have to crystallization. I could put it on the 1/1. I mean, I can't block the 1/1 anyway. I still take 3 if I do that. So kind of unclear. They're on 2 cards in hand. That's great. And I get to settle eventually. It's going to be very good too. You're thinking of, I think, an effect like this, I think. Nope. I literally searched Ice Cage. Whatever. Yeah. Yikes. Okay. Opponent's really going after me. This second gain 3 life is going to be pretty big. So now they... Oh! Okay, well now I basically lose. Yeah. Can't do that. Where's my 1 damage to each creature effect in green-white? Yeah, not looking good. So I guess all my creatures that make 2 creatures are coming in this matchup. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about this. I can, I don't know, exile a pinger. Still take 3 damage. I'm going to die regardless. Yeah, they've had a great draw. 3 lands, stop, and a bunch of cheap cards. So I guess Settle goes out too. It's just too slow. LOL Freighter. Yeah, pretty bad here, right? I think that's going to have to leave as well. Exile Tapper. Yeah. I don't know. Tappers are kind of bad against vehicles, and I don't know. This thing gets to deal me direct damage regardless. But I don't really know if there's... Yeah. There's probably a way. If I put like 10 lands on the top of their deck and I draw not that card, then maybe. Maybe there's a chance. So now the play is... Oh, wait. No, this doesn't even work. If I Groundswell after, or in response to them tapping, then they just get to tap the other one. So yeah, actually... Well, I mean, it didn't really matter, but... Yikes. Very, very good draw from the opponent. Oh, they're just going to do that. And tap it. I mean, you're... Really? Just not attack with the other one? Okay, that's fine. Can't play that card without basically dying. I think I'm just gonna scoop here. I don't like scooping early, but I don't think this is early. I'm super dead here. There's no sweeper in green white that I can represent, so yep. So Settle out, Freighter out. Anything that says gain life on it coming in. This makes 2 1/1s. That's coming in. Sap Herd might be better than Horde Chief in this matchup. Not sold on cards like Thopter or Legionnaire that have me pay life. Really like Seeker in this matchup. I think I can bring this in over one of the cards that has me pay life. Maybe the Thopter. Yeah, I know. The Lone Missionary definitely would improve this matchup. Just felt like this was a really good matchup, and the opponent just had like the nuttiest of nut draws. Maybe these +3/+3 things are not great. You did want it, that's true. Yeah, for sure. And I'm definitely guilty of playing the Fun Police deck before. Maybe that's absurd. And I'll just leave these things in. Or I could play the 1-drop over them, but... Yeah. Okay, let's just run this back. I don't really know. I mean, if the opponent gets another draw like that, this is just not going to be winnable, but... Hopefully they won't. We'll see. Good. Good enough, I think. Let's see if our payoffs for tokens shine here. Got sort of 3 of them in hand. Do get to just like attack for 4. Yep. So I could play Nicatl. It's only a 1/1 right now. I don't really think I need to play it. I think I just want to get the guide going, because if I play an equip Bone Splitter, it just doesn't even really work in the face of this thing. I can do that next turn after they attack with the other human here. Elephant Guido. Yeah. Tap land. So you can stumble. It is possible. If that's even what this is. We'll see. Peggy. And that thing. Okay. Well, land lets me play 3 cards. I think I do want to equip here. They don't have a double block on this thing regardless. This thing's not going to be able to block, so I might as well make 2 threats, I think. No blocks. Bold. You're down to 9, my friend. Fire Slinger now. Yikes. The 1/1 first strike gonna be pretty annoying here. That's tough. Another option is, and I actually think this might be better, equip Bola here, move the Bone Splitter there, then I tap this thing, and I'm trying to trade off a creature so the Squire can get value next turn. There's no reason not to do that, right? They don't want to tap the Nicatl, because then you get to attack with a 4/4. That's true. So I'll make them do this, because if they don't do this now, then they messed up. And then I will move some stuff around. Whoa, they let me do it. What? That can't be right. So now the question is, do I re-equip here? Because I think I still want to trade this thing off for the sake of the Squire. So I think I do. There's no reason not to do that. Am I overthinking this board state? Definitely. Okay, now we get to do this. I think they actually messed up pretty badly here, because now I get to re-equip here. And then the question is, do I want to move the Bone Splitter again? I don't think I do. But it's annoying because if I don't draw a land, I'm not going to have enough mana to do all this stuff there. Okay. That was pretty good. They probably want to Fire Slinger this, because if I draw planes, then it doesn't die to the Fire Slinger anymore. You just have like a bolt for me. That was that didn't seem like it was a very complicated turn, but I feel like there was actually a lot going on there. You are chain lightninging that. I accept, and I'm really glad I did not play the Squire last turn. That would have sucked. Nope. And now that I have the Bola on this thing, I get to tap down the Lawkeeper. And because the Lawkeeper's tapped down, then I get an attack with a 4/4. Fire Slinger forever because of life total. Yeah, that's a good point. You get an attack if you want one. Okay. Now what? Tap land. Daggers. Okay. So I guess my play here is just go to combat and attack for 4. And if they foolishly trade off with this, then I'm in great shape. Then I get the Elephant Guy to back with the Squire, and that's the game. Lash out. I'll take it. I'm going to put that on top. I think a 4-mana 5/5 is probably good enough here. Maybe it's not. Who am I kidding? It's got to be good enough. Okay, so now you get to Fire Slinger. Or no, you get to first strike it. What? Opponent, come on. To be fair, I did think that for a second, but also, to be fair, that was just not correct at all. Can't bottom that. Yeah. We do have exactly, whoops, enough basic lands to play it, right? That's probably a factor that I should have thought about. Let's get back this Elephant Guide. Yay. I'm enjoying this game. Yeah, that's true. I think I like this too much, though. I think this is too good. So now I don't have mana to play Elephant Guide and Imperiosaur, but I feel like the 3/3 is going to be good enough here. So I need to use, let's see if they mess up again, I guess, first of all. No, I don't think I should probably not do the maybe they'll mess up stuff. Guide next turn, develop board, and equip. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where to equip, though, because it's not really clear. Equipping Bone Splitter here doesn't really make my attack that much better, so I guess I'm just going to use Bola a couple times. Oh, wait. No, that doesn't make sense. Because I can't use it twice. Let's just equip it here, see what happens. Wonder if they Fire Slinger in response. Like, they can't really win the game. It's just a matter of whether or not I mess up in such a way it lets them back into the game. Okay. I mean, they're 100% to tap this. Yeah, I think you're right. I think just waiting on the Bola is the best play. Because then, oh yeah, I effectively have lethal here. Because if I get the tapper, then I can Elephant Guide up this thing. Like, yeah, we're going to be fine here. Yep. Yeah, I think you're totally right, Nick. And I'd like to think I would have figured that out. This thing is so annoying to cast. Yep. Yeah, I'm glad you can tell I was joking. I don't want to, you know. Feat of resistance. Okay. Okay. I didn't even realize that that would work, that pro green would stop that, but that makes sense. Okay, so they have to tap this thing down. Yeah, I feel you on that. So my play here is Bola on this. That forces them to tap this down now. Then I play Elephant Guide here. And then they just have terrible, terrible choices, I think. Not even sure if I play this 2-mana 3/1 with the Fire Slinger on the battlefield. Come on, opponent. You can't seriously be thinking about whether or not to tap this thing down. Yeah. Okay. I don't think there's a bad outcome here. If the Fire Slinger dies in combat, then I'll play the Legionnaire. Might chump. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, no, the Fire Slinger, like, in their position, it seems pretty terrible, right? They're at such a low life total, and yeah, they don't know I have an X1 coming. You wanna line them up? Wait, okay, so they're just pinging here? Sure. Okay. I think it's worth it. I think it's good enough. Sure. Oh, that's actually, ooh. Okay. I mean, you're gonna go pretty low. Yep. Might as well equip here, I think. I mean, I'll move the Bola. No, I shouldn't move the Bola. Opponent definitely doing their best. Can respect that. Okay. Sure. I'm taking a lot of damage. If I don't draw a creature here, I might die. Yeah. Oh, well, I could just, like, draw an excellent card like that. Would you care to ping down my 1/1? Okay, let's think about this. So, let's see how they attack. Yeah, no reason this thing shouldn't attack. They need 3 blockers here, and they have 3 blockers if they do it this way. So I think I'm supposed to take this damage. Oh, they're dead. Unless, yeah, if they don't have a blocker here, they die. Okay, go to combat. Now, I mean, unless, I guess they can triple chump. That is an option. But if they tap this, then I tap another one of their blockers. Yeah. So if you have prismatic strands, I mean, okay, I can lose to prismatic strands. I don't think I should play around it. I'm not playing around it. Whatever. If you got me, then you got me. Okay. So I take 1. Oh, I guess I should have re-equipped. It does. I mean, it doesn't matter, but all right, got him. That was excruciating. That was such a close game for a game that did not seem close. Good deal of respect to this player for making it, like, kind of an unbelievable comeback, but also they didn't play the beginning of the game perfectly, so not totally sure how I stand on their play. Yeah, good game regardless. I think there's an argument for this. It's terrible against the pinger. God, 2 mana pinger. What kind of idea was that? Pinger at 2 mana. We're gonna be on the draw, so maybe a 5 mana card is not ideal. Even if it has Convoke. Still think it's one of the better options here. Maybe better than a Porcelain Legionnaire. I really want 2 drops though. Maybe I take out a Llanowar Elves? No. It's probably wrong. Especially on the draw, I think. I really want that extra speed boost. Moth over Molder Cloak? Maybe. On defense, I could see that being better. Yeah. Guess I'll run it back like this. I don't... Part of me wants to play this card. I think if there was a game to play this card, it was last game, where I was on the play. I'll just run it like this. Tapper's good against Cloak, that's true. Yeah, same with the guide. Maybe the guide would be better as the scatter, but I also feel like it was a big part of how I won that game, so unclear. Nothing like an aggro matchup where game 1 is like 2 minutes and game 2 is like 10. Yeah, this is a keep. Let's just hope this Guardian of the Guild Pact is the nuts against them. Fine to play this here, I think. Too many tappers, jeez. Lava Axe you turn 2, go. If they have some way to kill this without using the tapper, it's going to be ugly. So would Scatter be better than Guide here? Unclear. Okay, I'm pretty happy if they're making this play, because now they don't have this thing up. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So now this thing is gone. We get to drop a 3/3, probably play Bone Splitter here. My deck is also very aggressive. Opponent missing land drops as well. I don't think they can beat Guardian. Guardian plus Bone Splitter, as you said, Nick, a while back. What a world. What a life. I mean, okay, what could they have here to come back into this game? Like, they would need Tapper into a great 3-mana card. I don't think that's real, though. Or did I say Tapper? I meant land. Land into a great 3-mana card. I was just thinking, yeah, okay, they did draw a land, though. Okay, that's a really scary start. Yeah, actually, that's pretty bad. I think we get to swing out, because they can tap both of these anyway with the Harrier, so. Blink Keldon Marauders. That'd be hilarious, and I would also get wrecked by that, yeah. Oh, this does not have protection from this if they somehow pump it. I forgot about that, actually. Okay. They don't have the tap up. What? Can you survive? I think this is another one of those turns that's like deceptively hard to play. So one option here, and I think I like it, is Guide on the Legionnaire. Play and equip Bola to the Centaur. Attack for, yeah. Guide on the Legionnaire. Play and equip Bola to Centaur. Attack for 6. Then I get to Centaur, tap down like either a Harrier or a Mistral Charger. I think it's good enough. Or, oh, maybe I should be equipping to the Guardian. I don't know if that matters. I do think this is the play here for this turn. So I have to threaten them, but I want to have as much defense available as possible. And actually, Yeah, I think Bola is best on this if I'm just planning to tap the Harrier. If I'm planning to tap the 2/1, then I think it's best on the Centaur. But I'm not afraid of 2 damage. I'm afraid of not being able to attack for 6 repeatedly. Not sure this is an interesting turn. Yeah. That's valid. I think that's how it goes. Yep. So we can literally turn this into a lethal threat. Interesting. Also interesting. We can hit them for 4. I'm short a mana? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about then. I can't quite put them on a 2-turn clock here with the Guardian because they have Burning Tree and they have Extort. I'm really close though, so I think maybe I go for that anyway. I wonder if I misplayed this game. That was an excellent draw, I think. So I think I Bone Splitter up the Guardian. Then I play this, make 2 blockers. And then my opponent should be dead. If they play something in Extort, it's not terrible. We get to make them chump here. Maybe I should be attacking with everything. Maybe that's too aggro. I think these 2 definitely attack. Forces 1 chump. I go to 9, then I have 3 blockers. If they kill 1, tap another, I still have a 3rd. They're losing a creature. I think this is correct. I don't want them to chump with the Nest Robber because... Oh, nope. They heard me. Okay. Servo. Okay, go. If they have a white card, they can't play it, extort, and try to tap, which means... Fire Slinger. Okay, that looks like more chump blocks. How do you beat +2/+1? That card doesn't exist. What are you talking about? All right. They're at 5, which means every creature is a lethal threat. So, I think I want to attack with all of them. That sounds good, right? Or this one should not attack. But they have to chump literally every other creature. It does. I know it exists. I have a +2/+1 in my deck. Like, so, okay. I think, yeah, I mean, I think I'm just fine. I think this is fine. And they die to trample if they block wrong. Oh, wait, every creature's not... Oh! I messed up. I needed to tap this thing for every creature to be a lethal threat. So now, shoot. It's not that easy. Now any 2 creatures pose a lethal threat. I'm still attacking with everything. So this has to go here. They have to chump this, and then they have to chump one of the, or trade for that one. Sure. So they're throwing away this, and then they're throwing away one more creature. But yeah, I didn't do that well. That was bad. Was there a better way to have navigated this? So if I equipped the servo with the bola, did they scoop? Nice. Wow. Juliana. I just played, I think, like a 40-minute aggro match, something like that. Well, not all of the turns were interesting. Many of the turns were interesting. Felt good though. I'm gonna keep this. This looks like we're back to normal. 3/3 drops, 2 lands on the draw. Tapper mana cost. I should know what you mean, but I don't. Oh, what you're saying is you're saying that it's like mana inefficient to play a 5 mana 3/3 flyer when my opponent has 2 1/1 tappers. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Land was good. Now I want a 2-drop. But beggars can't be choosers or something. Cliche. 2-drop? Nope. Okay. Had to try. Wait, did my opponent draw first? What the? Wait. They F6'd their turn? They have 2 lands on turn 3 and they chose to play. The manual draw first. Bold move from the opponent. I feel a little bit bad. Let's play the freighter. They have removal. Hopefully they can't kill it. Nope. Okay. Nice. Gearcrafter. I'll raise you a strictly better card. How about that? I think I want to play the 3/3 here. Renegade Freighter is a fair magic card. You know that name. Juliana.
What?
I said you know that name.
What name? I wasn't listening.
Renegade Freighter.
I do, in fact.
Totally fair magic card. So now, maybe, there's an interesting question of, do I definitely want the +4/+4 effect from Groundswell? Like, do I definitely play it? Okay, never mind. I drew a land. It's not interesting. This one's boring. Play this. Flying. Crew in response for style points. We're not really weak to a burn spell with this Groundswell. It's kind of a weird sound. This card is exceptional. I think this is like, I don't know. I would say top 20 or so cards in the cube. Hi. I didn't really smell anything. Am I broken?
It's very fragrant. I can smell from here.
That's good.
You like?
Yeah.
It's my favorite tea.
Groundswell. How about no? Okay. And don't forget, this thing's about to get trample. So, sorry, opponent. Playing around +1/+1, or the Undying trick, I guess. And yeah, easy attack for 12. Would you like to chump 3 of it? You would. Okay, go to 6. And something happened, end of turn. Cycle to Baron more. Okay. That was a fun turn. I thought that Groundswell did a good job. I enjoyed that sequence. No plays. Ooh. Well. I mean, we don't really need to show them more cards, but let's show them more cards. If you kill this, you die to everything else. Yay! Alright. That was good. I don't think we saw enough cards to change anything, though. We saw Incinerate. We saw some Cycle lands. Maybe this thing. And take out against the 3 mana 2/1 that makes a 1/1 flyer. Maybe Gather the Townsfolk would be a little better. It's weird to me that this word is not like townfolk, it's townsfolk. I don't know. Like, is it indicating it's possessive? I don't know. Whatever. I'm gonna keep this against my better judgment. Any basic, so we've drawn 3 lands. We have 16, 14, so 11. We've got 11 draws, 1/3 in the deck. Wait, hold on. Whoa, I suddenly have a ton of messages from you, Nick. Settle would have killed Tapper, which was annoying, but you boarded it out because of high mana cost. I get it. With Trample Disgusting, ship it. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Ship it as in submit, not mulligan the hand. Right. Okay. Playing mono green, by the way. I don't know why. I kept checking chat, but for whatever reason, only now the messages showed up. Yeah, easy mono green. Easy turn 4 Imperiosaur. They have the Bola, though. Bola, Bola, Bola. The dreaded Tranquil Expanse. Why would I want to play that card? It enters tapped. It doesn't cast Imperiosaur. It makes white mana. Doesn't make sense. More than 1 town worth of folk, though. Maybe. Yeah, I'm going to attack into that. Opponent missing red mana, which I think is good for me. They took it. Now we get another big attack this turn. Another cycle land. Opponent in a bit of a tough spot, it seems. Easy. Now they take 3 damage. Would like to draw creatures. We get to O-ring the Bola, which feels amazing. Whoops. Whoa. Let's not concede the game. I don't think that's the play. On the other hand, if they try to use the Bola, we get to crew in response. What? Blade Juggler. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little confused. Regardless, let's just do the thing. I think I'd rather have them chump. So let's put this here. I mean, they're just going to be Bola-ing it anyway. The big sad. Yeah. Wait, what? They just took it? Okay. That was also an option. It is definitely the big sad for the opponent, who was drawn up to 11 cards in hand in desperation there. Okay, play first. Yuck. This hand sucks. 5 lands, can't play the Pima Outrider. I think this deck can do better in normal limited. I wouldn't necessarily mull a hand like this, but I think this deck is just too good to keep this hand. Okay, this hand is fine. Good 2-mana removal spell, 2-mana creature. I think I'm going to bottom this Cloak. Try to get there with the Trumpeting Herd. All right. Well, now any land is going to be able to cast the Trumpeting Herd. Yeah, this hand is excellent. If we can curve 2, 3 into 4, and then 4 again, how is a green deck going to beat the Thopter? Okay, do want a land, though, just for the record. I think I just attack. This thing doesn't say anything about not being able to use abilities, so they can just sack this. So missing land there, painful as it is, can't do too much about it. Kind of wish I had the Cloak now for the flyer, but that's okay. Interesting. So they're going to block and sack. Man, these 4-drops are killing me. So they missed a land drop. They're going to block and sack, which gets them 2 basics in hand, and they draw a card. Yep. But they are still going to be down 9 life here. And even though they have lands in hand and I don't, they missed a land drop too. So we're not too far behind exactly. They do have 10 cards in hand. 9, I guess. Growth Spiral, okay. Playing against a constructed deck, I guess. Swamp. Now if they play one more spell, they don't discard to hand size. They're definitely doing something sweet. I'm not totally sure what it is. No, they are going to discard to hand size. Okay. Calcite Snapper, sure. Well, this sort of is a land. It's just slow and embarrassing. Not too worried about some kind of wrath or nonsense like that. I don't really know what this person is doing. They're probably going to have something good here, something big. 7 cards in hand and 6 mana, you know? No. Okay. Play the land for the sake of Groundswell pre-combat. This is technically a lethal attack, but I'm sure they have something here, so... I'll just see what happens if I attack like this. Try to play one of these 4-mana cards here. Okay. That's pretty bad. So they 2-for-1 me, effectively. I could Groundswell to save the flyer. I don't think that's worth it. They've got 1 mana up, so I don't think they're going to be able to counter a Trumpeting Herd. So yeah, that's going to be our play here. Yeah. Still think we're in good shape, though they do have a million cards in hand. Don't really know what we need to play around. a bounce spell for this. That would be annoying. Okay. Oh, if you're tapping that low, you might be dead. You might be dead. Oh, you are not dead. You are killing my creature. Okay. So I'm pretty sure with hexproof, okay, let's just play this. I'll finish that sentence in a second here. So we can play land. I'm not even sure if we want to do that. We might want to preserve the value with Groundswell. If they have Vines of Vastwood, I could get wrecked here. Let's think our options over, though. So we want to get rid of this. I think I want to do that with the Settle. I am passing up on any kind of value I could get out of it. But I think the Settle is the best use of my mana, and that's the most important thing right now. Yeah, I just want to prevent them from having a big hexproof idiot. So if they have a Vines of Vastwood, then you got me. Well, actually, we can choose both modes. Doesn't really matter. Okay, now we can hold the land for the sake of Groundswell if we want to. So now this thing's a lethal threat on its own, for whatever that's worth. Though maybe it would have been better to have 1 mana up, so I can I could have either attacked for 1, or I could represent the Groundswell right now. I don't think that's going to matter. Mnemonic Wall. Okay, they still might be dead. They need another card for 3 mana that blocks this. That does not do it. Okay, so they're dead. Doesn't matter. I'll play the land. Yay. Okay. Not a super interesting game either. Their deck is interesting, though. I'll say that for sure. So green, blue, maybe is their second color. And then they're splashing black. A lot of value. This card should not be in their deck. A lot of good ramp payoffs. So I need to win quickly. I hope my chat isn't broken again. Oh well. So if I'm playing hyper aggro, maybe this is a no. Could think about a card like Horde Chief or Sap Herd. Whoops. Oh, maybe these are a bit slow. Not sold on the cloak. Maybe I'm sold on the folk. That was terrible, but I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep this, but it's kind of bad. Groundswell on Seeker is huge, though. 7, like, that's a 14-point life swing. 7/7 lifelink, right? It's cool. Nice. Okay, well, got that one pretty quickly, I assume. Ooh, there's the Herd. There's an argument for not playing Expanse on turn 1 if I'm worried about drawing exactly Imperiosaur. Oh, okay. Forgot the error message. Whoa, missing land drops. Opponent. No, you can't do that. Can't do that against hyper aggro. Go. Maybe I should have just, like, gone for the stupid Groundswell. I'm going to go for the Herd pre-combat, obviously. I don't think it really matters. Okay. What you got? Counter? No counter. Pestermite. Called it. Okay, well, I'll offer the trade. I'm feeling generous. Got a squire in the back. Departure the token. Okay. Well, there's more where that came from, quite literally. Though they do have a silent departure flashback, obviously, to throw my thing away too. I think I'm gonna go for the squire here. Could be kind of rough if they have like exclude, but I'm not too worried. Disgusting combo. Yeah, feels great, right? Don't counter this, don't counter this. Come on. You know you don't want to counter this. Nice. Coatl. Okay. Now you flash back the thing on this. That would be not terrible. Yep. Ooh. Okay, well. They're not literally dead, but it's kind of close. So we got to Elephant Guide here. Kind of unclear what I do with this Bone Splitter. I guess I just try to make them... Feels bad. This is probably fine. Yeah. Yep. No? Yay! Okay. We're at 30 life. NBD. 1 mana 2/2, go. I think this is a good matchup. Are they dead? Yes. Double yes. GG. That's literally 10. That's exactly how we drew it up. Easy. Easy collapse all around. 6-0 record. Yay. And just like that, we're up to 6 trophies. That was fun. All right, and hopefully I will be around to stream a bunch of Vintage Cube in the near future. Maybe starting tomorrow. I don't know. Don't want to get too ambitious. Yeah. And yeah, we'll see you around.